Hello class, this is a video tutorial on the car maintenance costs. The ongoing costs involved in the maintenance of a car include, but are not limited to, fuel consumption, tire change, oil change, road tolls, parking, brake fluid change, etc. They go on. So let's do an example using Harry, who travels on average 20,000 kilometers, I presume in a year, in his car. So it's 20,000 kilometers a year. The manufacturer recommends the following maintenance checks. I would go through each of these, but we'll make more sense of them as we go on in the example. Let's calculate the cost per kilometer of each listed component. Let's express our answer, sorry, not to the nearest cent, in cents. Oops. In cents. Okay, here we go. So let's consider what this one means. So this means it's going to be $640 for every 40,000 kilometers. What this question's asking for is per kilometer, meaning we're looking for per 1 kilometer. Writing it in this way, it's pretty obvious that we're going to be dividing by 40,000, which is exactly what we're going to be doing. However, because we need to express it in cents, we need to convert each of these amounts to cents before we start converting them into a unitary rate per kilometer. So let's do this like so. To convert dollars to cents, we just multiply by 100. So 640 times 100, that's 64,000 cents per 40,000 kilometers. What we want to do is we want to find per 1 kilometer. And it's very obvious at this point that what we do is we divide by 40,000 kilometers. And we do the exact same to this side. Whoops. So we're going to be dividing this amount that we found, so 64,000 divided by 40,000, which gives us 1.6 cents per kilometer. And this logic follows with each of the components. So I'm just going to follow through. You can pause the video and give this a go yourself, but I'm going to be answering them non-stop right about now. So $15 in cents is going to be 1,500 cents for every, or per 5,000 kilometers. What we're looking for is 1 kilometer. So we're going to divide this by 5,000. 0.3 cents per kilometer. The brake fluid is $100. 100 times 100 is going to be 10,000 cents per 38,000 kilometers. And we're going to be dividing by 38,000 to get to 1 kilometer. Let's divide this by 38,000. This will give me 0.26. I'm just going to round it off to 2 decimal places, so 0.26 cents. The coolant is 150. 150 times 100 is 15,000 cents for every, or per 48,000 kilometers. And what we want is 1 kilometer. So dividing again, because remember we're dividing by 48,000. Like so. I'm going to do the same to the left hand side, so we're dividing by 48,000. This is going to be 0.31 cents per kilometer. And lastly, we have the battery. It's 120 times 100. That's going to be 120,000. Let me double check that. Times 100. Sorry, 12,000. Yep, 12,000 cents per 80,000 kilometers. So we're going to divide this now by 80,000, which gives us 0.15 cents per 1 kilometer. So now let's calculate Harry's yearly running costs for all the listed maintenance. So first, in order to think about this, we need to figure out the total for all of these maintenance per kilometer. That's just merely finding the total of all the rates. So the total is equal to the sum of all of these. So 1.6 plus 0.3 plus 0.26 plus 0.31 plus 0.15. This is a total of 2.62 cents per kilometer. However, we need to remember that Harry travels 20,000 kilometers. So because of this, what we want, remember, this is per 1 kilometer. What we want is 20,000 kilometers. We can get that by multiplying by 20,000. So 2.62 times 20,000, which is 52400. And this is still in cents because we started in cents. And this is going to be $524 per 20,000 kilometers. Or we can think of this as $524 per year. How often should Harry maintain each component? I've made the list down here just to make it easy for us. Now, what this means is how far must Harry drive, or how long must Harry drive for to hit the target goal here? Well, in this case, it's very obvious to see that in 1 year, Harry travels 20,000 kilometers, but in 2 years, he travels 40,000 kilometers. So the tires need to be changed, right? So tires is equal to 1 change every 2 years. However, it's not as simple for the other components. For this, we're going to use the same idea as the unitary rate. Okay, so in this case, I'm going to find per 1 kilometer first. I'm going to remove this because we've already answered the tires. The tires is 1 change. Whoops. Tires is 1 change every 2 years. But for the others, not as clear. So what we're going to do is we're going to find per 1 kilometer. So 1 year divided by 20,000, that's going to be a very small number. So 1 divided by 20,000. Let's do this just as a fraction. That's 1/20,000th of a year. And now from this, we can now utilize our unitary rate to find any amount that we'd like. So in this case, I'm going to multiply now by, I'm going to multiply this by 5,000, which gives us 1/4 of a year. 1/4 of a year. So he needs to change it. The engine oil needs to be maintained every 1/4 of a year, or every 3 months. Or you can think of this, he's changing it 4 times every year. Right, that's by multiplying by 5,000. Let's do the same to 38,000 for the brake fluid. Oops. Instead of 5,000, let's change it to times 38,000. That's 19/10, or 1.9 years. So every 1.9. Oops, let me fix that in. 1.9 years. The coolant every 48,000 kilometers. So let's change this again to 48,000 kilometers. Every 2.4 years. And lastly, the battery for 80,000. That gives us a flat 4 years. Now, obviously, sorry, let me write this. This is the unit rate. There we go. And now what this means, what each of these numbers means, that the engine oil needs to be changed every 1/4 of a year, or every 3 months. Brake fluid needs to be changed every 1.9 years. Coolant needs to be changed every 2.4 years. And the batteries every 4 years. Now, this is just a hypothetical scenario, but I hope that you saw the math behind finding the unitary rate and using that unitary rate to find different distances to find the time required. So I hope that gave you an insight into the maintenance costs of running a car. Hope to see you in the next video. Best of luck.